Hey guys, welcome back from Classic Work. Got another good one for y'all today. This is my grandparents' place on my dad's side, and I've been helping clean up here. It's lots and lots of accumulation over the years. And I've been running the dump truck here, been hauling trash and scrap and whatnot. I'll show you what we got going on today. So looking at the bed here, you can see there's a couple of patch panels that's been in here over the years. Anyways, I was hauling some scrap, and the grapple operator went to grab one last piece, and he wound up pinching up the what was left of this patch that's been put in here. This old truck has needed a floor for a long time. You can see there's some definite holes in it. So we're going to cut all this out and refloor it. Now I'm not going to do it the right way. We're not going to completely remove the floor. We're just going to take these big high spots out of it and basically just sheet on top of it, which is not great because you collect water underneath and it'll just rust even more. But it's, you know, the bed's not in great shape to begin with, so it's not going to hurt it to put a double sheet on there. So just the way it goes. But the problem that I've got is I've got a brand new piece of 11 gauge. It's 5 foot by 10, which is the right length, but as you can tell, it's not the right width. So we got to steal a piece from over yonder. So my grandfather has always been a collector. I think all older men can always say that. You know, don't throw that away. I'll use that for something one day. And this old trailer has got, it looks to be either 11 gauge or it's possibly 1/8 plate. But anyways, the entire floor. Now it may not be the pristine piece of metal that I need, but if it ain't too hard to get out of there, we're going to use that. It's the right length. It's 10 foot, but it wasn't wide enough either. So we'll cut a strip out of it and we'll put it in the floor in the place of what I don't have. So I'll have to dig through here and get it. I got to move a foiler and some other stuff that's over there, but we'll get her out and we'll cut that joker up and make a floor out of it. But first, we'll go back and see if we can't cut those pieces out real quick. I got to take the tailgate out of the truck. So basically, we're just going to cut where they got it welded. Looked like there wasn't much weld holding on there to begin with, so surprised this hadn't happened before now, but yeah. So we'll cut these sheets out. Shouldn't take too long. And get after it. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. But I got it as clean as I can get it in the corners. I brushed it out and blown it out. But yeah. So basically what we're going to do is make sure there's no real big high spots. Not so much worried about the low spots. But like this weld right here, I'm going to make sure that's good and taken off. That way we don't have a big bubble in the metal. So I'm going to spend a few minutes and do that, and then we'll lay one of them in here. Well, we got the trailer over here. I do not know how hard that piece of plate's gonna be to cut out of there. I'm kind of afraid that it's gonna be a chore because whoever welded this trailer did a really good job on it. Like, there are welds on here that look good. So yeah, knowing my luck, they'll probably have like 1,500, 2-inch welds on there. But anyways, it's a bunch of crap on the deck. Found a real cool old railroad style jack. But I'm gonna take the cats up, hook it to the hitch, and pick this thing up and sling some of that crap in this pile. So, and then we can get a good look at her and see what it's gonna take to get it out of there. Hey, you got to see some of it. Let's go take a gander at it. Okay, so these rails look like they're bolted on. I can't promise that, but man, there's all kinds of goodness on this thing. It's gonna be nasty. All right, let's look on the bottom. I'm guessing that's where they got it welded. Okay, maybe not. I don't see any welds. this is interesting. So basically this floor had no support. That is interesting. Huh. Yeah, this is the only brace I see. There's no weld on it that I can see. Oh, look at here. Oh, this is not good. It's like two great old big sheets that they welded together. Dang. I would have never dreamed somebody would have done that. Somebody spent some time on that. Okay. My idea may not have been so good, but I've only got today to fix it, so onward we go. I'm gonna knock some of this doo-doo off of here and then we'll take a better look at it. This is a classic case, you know, trying to save yourself $1, you cost yourself $5. Yeah, this is not the greatest. I didn't realize there was so many sections of it that were patched together. There's a weld here in the middle, and then there's one that goes at an angle up this way. And really and truly, I'm not trying to be cheap. I would have been glad to buy 2 pieces of that metal. That wasn't an issue. I just, at the time, when I seen this, I thought, heck, you know, you look down here where none of them leaves were, and that doesn't look like a bad piece of steel. But yeah, this is them old leaves turn to dirt, and that water just stays there for years and years, and you can't weld that. You can't cut it. You can't do nothing with it. So it's not ideal. But what I think I'm going to do is we're going to lay it back down. I've got to have a 19.5 inch rip basically, and we'll take it right here, right out of the center. And I remember years ago when I was a kid, I told my grandfather I wanted this trailer. I didn't even have a vehicle to even pull it, and I don't know why I even liked it. I think my grandfather said somebody used to haul pulpwood with it. That's some really short pulpwood, but heck, you did what you had to do back in the day. But yeah, you know, I hate to see this whole trailer go to scrap, and I thought I could utilize some of it, and some of that thinking will bite you in the butt sometimes. But anyways, I'm gonna get it pulled back down, and we'll see if we can't rip a 19.5 inch piece out of there. That'll be good enough to be put in the dump truck, and then the old pulpwood trailer will live to somewhere else. Well, I've gone ahead and cut the strip out that I needed, and we got a little preheat going on the plate here. That way when we stick it in the bed of the truck, it'll be nice and warm, you know, so you can burn your feet on and whatnot. But yeah, let's shake this son of a gun out here and see if it'll come out. Okay, as you can tell, we got a huge honk in our material there. You know, when something don't want to give up, so you just hook the crane to it and you start pulling on it, and it's like, oh, it'll give up, and then it bends a little more, you're like, oh, it'll give up, and then it bends really bad, and then screw it, it's already screwed, and then about that time it lets go. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you how to fix a bend when you screw up. So basically, we're gonna tack this in, and then I'll show you some fancy ways of holding it down. So Okay, I've skipped forward a little bit. Gone ahead and laid a bead where these two connect. I've got 2-inch tacks running around the edges here and across the back. So it should stay in there. Can't imagine it trying to leave. That looks a whole lot better.